Hello, my dear students. Welcome to our English class. In this video, we are going to discuss the activities from the lesson from a railway carriage which is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. So, let's see the first one. Answer the following questions by selecting appropriate options. What is the poem about? The poem is about a fast moving train and the people, places, and things seen from it. Second question. What was the aim of the poet while writing the poem from a railway carriage? The aim of the poet was to tell readers about his experience on a train. Read the line from the poem. Here is a beggar who stands and gazes. Which word has almost the same meaning as gazes? Looks. So, gazes means looks. What is similar about the words witches and ditches? Both are at the end of a line and rhyme with each other. So, witches and ditches are rhyming words and they occur at the end of a line. How do the troops resemble the train? They charge along. In what ways are the child and the tramp different? Tramp means a homeless person. So the child is clambering and scrambling and the tramp is standing and gazing. What are the last two things seen from the railway carriage? The last two things that are seen from the railway carriage are a mill and a river. In what order are the people and things seen from the railway carriage? We first saw a child, then a beggar, then a cart, a mill, and a river. Read these lines from the poem and ever again in the wink of an eye painted stations whistle by. Why does it seem that the painted stations appear and disappear in the wink of an eye? As they are seen from the window of a fast moving railway carriage. Now we will discuss the last question here. Read the last line of the poem, each a glimpse and gone forever. What does the poet mean by this line? The poet says that you only get a quick look at something as you pass by, never to see it again. Now we will discuss the 11th question. In this poem, certain words and cluster of letters are repeated. Can you list out the repeated words and a cluster of letters from the poem? Do you think repetition enhances the musical quality of the poem? So, students, this one is a homework for you. You have to find words which ends with the letters ES from the poem. In the poem, there are a number of words that describe movement and sound. Complete the following table selecting appropriate words or expressions from the words in the box below. Words that describe movement, words that describe sound. So students, what you have to do is you have to find out words from the box given below that describe movement as well as sounds. So words that describe movement are faster, fly, stringing, clambers, scramble, charging along and battle, and words that describe sound are whistle and driving rain. Now look at the words from the poem. Don't they sound similar? Witches, ditches, cattle, battle. So, these are rhyming words. They make the poem more musical. Find out pairs of rhyming words from the poem. Plain rain, I buy, road, load, scrambles, brambles, river, forever. These are all rhyming words from the poem. In this poem, the poet uses two similes. Pick out these similes from the poem. So, students, what are similes? A simile is a figure of speech that draws comparison between two things using the words like or as. Now we will see the examples of simile from this poem. And charging along like troops in a battle all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. The second example is all of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. So, in these lines, a comparison is done by using the words like or as. So, this is an example of simile from this poem. Now, we will see about alliteration and assonance. Alliteration means repetition of initial consonant sounds of words in a line, and assonance means repetition of vowel sounds in a line. So, what are vowel sounds? A, E, I, O, U. These are all vowel sounds, and the repetition of vowel sounds in a line is assonance. The words other than vowels are known as consonants. Now, identify the lines having alliteration and assonance and what effect do the repeated sounds bring to the poem. So, here I have given the lines that are having alliteration and assonance. So, we will see the lines having alliteration first. Faster than fairies, faster than witches. So, here the letter F is repeated. And in the second example, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. Here the sound H is repeated in houses and hedges. Now identify the lines having assonance. Fly as thick as driving rain. Here the vowel A is repeated. Now see the second example. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles. Here also the sound A is repeated in scrambles and clambers. What effect do the repeated sounds bring to the poem? Yes, they give a rhythmic quality to the poem. Now, list down the rhyming words of each line in the first stanza. Name the words according to the similarity of ending sound. Begin the naming with A. Words with similar endings should be named using the same letter. So see here, witches and ditches are rhyming words and they have the naming pattern A, and battle and cattle are also rhyming words with naming pattern B. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B. Now we will see some more examples. Plain rain are rhyming words with naming pattern A. I buy are rhyming words with naming pattern B. Scrambles and brambles. These are rhyming words from the second stanza of the poem. Scrambles and brambles are rhyming words with naming pattern A, and gazes and daisies. They are rhyming words with naming pattern B. So the rhyming scheme of this stanza is A, B. Now we will discuss the last activity in this poem. In this poem, the poet uses words to make pictures just as you might use a camera to take pictures. Word pictures created by poets are called images. Such pictures may appeal to our eyes, ears, touch, smell, and taste. The images or pictures that appeal to our eyes are known as visual, ears are known as auditory, touch is known as tactile, smell is known as olfactory, and taste is known as gustatory. So, we will see the visual images in this poem. What are visual images? Visual images are images that we can see while reading a poem. So, charging along like troops, hill and the plain, mill and the river. So, when we read this poem from a railway carriage, all these pictures come in our mind as we see them. So, they are called visual images. Auditory images are the images that we hear while reading a poem. Painted stations whistling. This is an example of auditory images used in the poem. So, thank you students. You have to write the answers of all the activities in your textbook itself, and you should also do your homework in your textbook. So, thank you so much students. We will meet in the next class with a new lesson. Thank you.